Well, hello there, motherfuckers. Just want to make a quick video here about something. So Tyler Breeze, we've noticed that he was on Raw. He was having a feud with Dolph Ziggler. He was with Summer Rae, and then he just suddenly disappeared. We saw him as one of the heels in the one versus all match on Raw. But we haven't heard much from Tyler Breeze. We were expecting, since Tyler Breeze was brought up from the main roster, that, obviously they were going to do something with him, but, kind of looks like he's gone the same way as Neville. But there was a little story behind it. I was reading this on No DQ. McMahon wanted him to be a top heel. Not really sure what they meant by this, but they said at the level of Dolph Ziggler, I guess like an upper mid-card heel of some sort. But he said after a while, McMahon kind of gave up on Tyler Breeze. And I mean, obviously, even if that isn't the real reason, he gave up on him. Obviously, there's a reason why the guy's not being booked anymore to be in, matches on Raw. He's jobbing on Superstars and Main Event and all this type of shit. And the thing is, it's not his fault. Now, I'm not saying that Tyler Breeze ain't a good wrestler. I'm not saying that at all. I actually said the match he had against Jushin Thunder Liger was a great match. He's had some great fucking matches with a lot of the different talent and WWE. I remember a fatal 4-way at one of the takeovers. I think Hideo. I think he had a match against Hideo Itami. He's had some good matches, and his character is not as bad as a lot of people say. He's not a generic badass character. I won't knock the fact that people complained that his character was a little prissy and shit like that, and I kind of get the point. It's just because we don't have any real badasses. These are the types of characters we get. But a character that takes selfies and stuff, it's kind of like a very timely type of character. Not really trying to defend it, but I'm just saying it's not the worst gimmick ever. It's a contemporary gimmick. It makes sense in today's society that they would have a gimmick like this in wrestling. So it's not the gimmick, and it's not the wrestler. So what the thing really is? Once again, it's the fucking writing. How is this Tyler Breeze's fault? McMahon is blaming Tyler Breeze for not meeting up to standards. I mean, Tyler Breeze, there's only so much the guy could do. Limit his in-ring skills once you bring him up to the main roster. You're not even taking advantage of anything with his character. You're not doing anything interesting with him. You were just having him, basically stalk Dolph Ziggler at ringside, fucking eating fucking fruit platters at ringside. How the fuck is fucking eating fruit platters at ringside supposed to get anybody over? I mean, do they understand that just because they put a character out there and this is WWE, don't they understand that the ratings are low? People are not going to just take to these characters. People are going to just be disinterested right away. If you're not giving them a reason right off the bat, you just present the character and there you go. If no one watched NXT, they wouldn't know who the fuck he is. They wouldn't even get the character. It makes no fucking sense just to throw him out there and, in a fucking random feud with Dolph Ziggler, don't even bother to have any fucking promos. Every single time they used to introduce a guy, they used to have segments. Val Venus, Carlito, you fucking name it. MVP. You had these guys, whether they were good or not, they made you think that they were good because they put so much stock into them. They made room on the show to promote these guys properly and get you excited. No, this is like they just throw them out there. It's exactly what Vince Russo had been saying, catering to the internet fans. Oh, the internet already knows who Tyler Breeze is, you know, fucking being full of themselves and taking for granted that anybody who watches Raw is watching NXT. No, that isn't the fucking case. They, you know, the thing is, they barely got themselves 1 million subscribers like 6 months ago, wherever it was, you know. There's not a lot of fucking network subscribers. And the thing is, you know, there's not as much subscribers for the fucking network as there are people watching Raw. Then how the hell can they fucking expect people to know who Tyler Breeze is? And you can't just throw him out there. And this ain't just a video about Tyler Breeze. This is a video trying to show just how fucking out of touch WWE is. And the thing is, they are blaming a fucking wrestler who's given fucking a shitty ass storyline and a shitty feud. It's given no time to develop. They throw them in a match on fucking Survivor Series with no fucking, with barely any build up. It was a little bit of build up with him attacking Dolph Ziggler, you know, and a couple of weeks later, they already give up on the guy. The thing is, how can you give up on the guy when you didn't even give him a chance? And you did give him a chance, but you didn't even really, they don't stand a fucking chance unless you give them a fucking storyline or something like that to go on. Throwing the guy out there in a match is not gonna work. This ain't no fucking TNA. This ain't no fucking Ring of Honor or some shit like that. This is not what this is about. It's not, you can't just throw a guy out there and expect him to fucking, you know, as I said, set the world on fire. There ain't nobody in this company who's gonna set the wrestling world on fire and bring them back up to the top tier ratings. I don't see anybody on this roster that could do that. They got a lot of good talent, and possibly I could be wrong. You know, maybe if they gave a guy like Dean Ambrose, and like I said, they could turn a guy like Dean Ambrose into a psychopath like Jake the Snake Roberts. Trust me, the guy's got the ability. I have seen it. He's got great facial expressions. He's got the ability to do it. But they don't want to do that because they are afraid to step outside the box and be edgy and try something new. They play it safe with bland, boring promos and bland, boring feuds. One guy attacks another guy, there's a feud. That's their storyline. There's nothing interesting about it. There's, you know, there's no conflict in the feud other than they're wrestlers and they don't like each other. You know, it's never been this way. Everybody thinks that it was just in the Attitude Era they had storylines. In the 80s, there were storylines. Why do you think I'm bringing up Jake the Snake Roberts? Jake the Snake Roberts and fucking Macho Man. How's that for a fucking storyline? The Mega Powers. How's that for a storyline? Macho Man and Ricky the Jesus Christ, Macho Man was involved in a lot of great storylines. As I'm trying to say, you know, you get the right guys involved. You gotta do what Vince Russo, Ed Ferrara, and Vince McMahon did fucking 15, 16 years ago. Over 16 years. Talking about fucking 18 years ago. 19 years ago. Whatever it was. Sit down with these guys. Get to know your fucking talent. Know who they are. Know what they're capable of. Study their strengths. Look at their weaknesses. See what works. See what doesn't work. A guy like Roman Reigns doesn't know how to talk, so stop making him talk. For God's fucking sakes, you don't put the guy who doesn't have the ability to talk like Stone Cold in a Stone Cold style storyline, you dumbass motherfuckers. And you take a guy like Tyler Breeze and you put him and you blame him for supposedly fucking up when he was already set up to fail. How can you blame the guy when he wasn't given a storyline and he wasn't even promoted to be on the roster? People didn't even know who the fuck he was. So how the hell is the guy expected to be over? Holy fucking shit. You're blaming talent when it's not their fault. It's not their fucking fault. They can't get over. You want to know whose fault it is? It's these fucking writers. Fucking TV fucking writers. And, you know, I'm not saying, the thing is, these writers, they might actually be good. Who the fuck knows? But they're so busy fucking trying to please Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is trying to manipulate the script. I don't know what the fuck it is. Whatever it is, you're not getting any storylines. You're getting generic fucking wrestling bullshit. Fucking, NWA style storylines where it's, it was boring and generic and just, they just didn't like each other, except wrestlers back then had more personalities, but there's no glitz and glam anymore. That's, this is the WWE. That's what people fail to fucking realize. The WWE's always been about the glitz, the glam, and the pageantry. That's what they're known for with WrestleMania and shit like that. That's how they put themselves on the map. They're supposed to be larger-than-life fucking celebrities. I've been explaining this in my recent video series about how badly the fucking WWE sucks. And I've been explaining this to you guys exactly why, what has changed, what has happened. There's no characters anymore. There's no larger-than-life personalities. There could be, but as I said, they're just not interested in doing that type of business. And the business that they are in is sucking right now because they are so obsessed with keeping this squeaky clean fucking image of a company that doesn't want to take any chances. And I don't know exactly why. I don't know why. If the ratings were better, they would get more sponsors. Just as many sponsors as they would if they keep the squeaky clean image. So what if they lose fucking Mattel as a sponsor? Go fuck your fucking selves. Selling a couple fucking toys, is that worth losing a whole fucking audience? I mean, holy shit, they got fucking, what was it, Zales as a fucking sponsor, right? They were so happy about getting Zales or some other type of jewelry store, as a fucking sponsor. If people even remember what I'm talking about, they did that skit with the Usos and Naomi. They were so happy they had to do a skit about it. Remember, is getting Zales as a fucking sponsor more important than entertaining the fans? And not only that, but fucking getting more fucking viewers. They're not getting any new viewers, and in fact, they are losing the faithful ones. They have lost all the fucking casual fans. There ain't no fucking casual fans left, unless some casual fans that are a little bit more on the hardcore side. But that's it. Only the internet fans are left. Only the internet fans are left. Whatever that means anymore. Because as I said, those are the, and the thing is, I have closely realized what that means. As I said, I said this years ago. I said that there are no internet fans because all fucking fans have access to the internet. Well, not everybody's involved in the YWC and the IWC, so that's what they mean. Some of you people who watch the videos are still watching the product. Most of you are. As I said, some of my subs just enjoy the vids. They don't give a shit about the current fucking wrestling product. They just like seeing me tortured and talking about it. That's fine. As I said, thank you for that. But the thing is, there's another little small percentage right there of fucking, me and the fucking thousands of other people in the YWC, people saying they don't watch anymore. They're interested in the product. But the thing is, you could be a hardcore fan. As Vince Russo said, people go to fucking professional wrestling conventions to meet the old wrestlers and talk about wrestling, and a lot of them don't even watch the fucking current product. So it means nothing to be a fucking internet wrestling fan anymore, because a lot of the internet wrestling fans have fucking packed their shit and headed on out of it to the hell out of the fucking current wrestling world. They don't want to be a part of fucking Raw and all this fucking shit. And I'm also looking how fucked up their priorities are. I'm watching fucking SmackDown. Jerry the King Lawler has turned heel again. He was great. I'm listening to him call the Kalisto and Del Rio match. The guy's, not really the same, but he's fucking a heel, and it's great. Why is he not on Raw? Why the fuck is Brian Sex Addict still on fucking Raw? I was waiting for years for the fucking King to turn back to a heel. I'm waiting fucking 12 years for it. And it happens. Except it's on fucking SmackDown, the show I don't watch, the show that nobody watches. And the current fucking announcer that they have on there, the guy who called Floyd Money Mayweather and Pacquiao's boxing fight, the boxing match. He's now calling the matches over there on SmackDown. He's great. The guy's got this strong, commanding voice. Somebody I saw said he sounded a little bit like Scott Stanford. I'm looking at some other comments on the SmackDown videos on the WWE YouTube page, saying at times he sounded like Paul Heyman. The guy sounded great. I didn't watch the whole SmackDown show, but I was watching the clips, and they're doing like the Wyatts and the Dullys, and the Wyatts fucking choke slammed the Dullys off the announcer's table through 2 tables, or Bubba Ray Dudley anyway. And the thing is, like, all right, that was a good spot. Why is it not on Raw? Yeah, no one's even watching SmackDown. Oh, Brad, they're trying to get ratings that way. No one's watching it. They haven't given them a reason to watch it. So why is all that good shit not on Raw? I'm there watching a fucking boring ass Raw, and meanwhile, SmackDown's better, and they didn't even fucking promote that shit. Barely. A couple of things that they mentioned it like once. I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking to myself, the choke slam through the tables. That should be on Raw. They're doing that on SmackDown? The King, the fucking legend, Jerry the King Lawler, he turns back the heel. This is historic. It's happening on SmackDown. And I'm like, did they just like fucking with us? I mean, seriously, does McMahon just like, I was just, something, I was planning on this being a short fucking video just about Tyler Breeze and how fucked up they are towards their talent and their whole mindset. And this video is still about that, but I'm sorry, but I had to go on this side rant about fucking SmackDown. I mean, I was actually enjoying a little bit what I was seeing and hearing. Instead of listening to Michael fucking Faggot Cole, I was listening to, I can't even remember the guy's name, but the lead announcer was good. I mean, Brian Sex Addict was still there, but, he was phased out by the awesomeness of the King and the new guy. The new guy was so fucking good. Why is he not on Raw? He should be on both shows. Fuck being on one show, be on both shows, for God fucking sakes. It's over on SmackDown, the show that no one's watching. Why is the better announcing, the better moments, the table spots, all this fucking shit, they changed the title back on SmackDown. All this stuff should have been on fucking Raw. Why'd I watch Raw if all the good stuff was on SmackDown? Would I have been conditioned for almost 10 years now to know that SmackDown is shit and that I don't even need to watch SmackDown? Well, maybe not like 10 years, but more like 5 years, since the brand split ended. I've been conditioned to think that SmackDown sucks and I don't need to watch it because they don't even recap that shit on Raw. None of this stuff even fucking counts half the time. It's like it didn't even happen. That's why I don't watch it. That's why I don't bother to review it anymore. There's no reason to. You don't need a review because it has no fucking consequence on the overall product. It's like that shit's fucking invisible. Doesn't matter. It never even happened. And now all of a sudden out of the blue they want to get important again? Fuck that. I'm still not watching. Go fuck your fucking selves. I'm not dedicating fucking 5 hours, 8 hours on top of that with the fucking pay-per-view. I know that's not every week. It's once a week. But even still, how much fucking time do you want? Then you're going to throw a fucking 2-hour NXT event at me I don't care if it's worth watching. Stop it. You know, stop fucking with our heads already. If you're gonna suck, just fucking suck. Stop throwing in fucking good smackdowns and shit to play with our heads. So then, you don't watch. Then next week I'm gonna watch it and it's gonna suck. Because that's how they do business. Get our hopes up, then decrease it. Oh, you know what? They're already watching. We don't have to be good anymore. Go fuck your fucking self. I am so fucking sick and tired of this fucking bullshit. This fucking merry-go-round of fucking nightmares. We're going round and round with WWE, hoping one day it's going to change its fucking ways. And then they change little things and we start getting happy again. And then it's almost like a big giant ass, like a bunch of fucking storm clouds. They said they're not fucking clowns, they're big fucking hairy asses. And they just plop mounds of shit down our heads. Oh, the shit! Oh my God! Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's exactly what it fucking feels like. And I'm getting fucking goddamn fucking sick of it. Get rid of Michael Cole. You know, look at this. Do you see how many people are happy with the SmackDown announce team? Just, I don't care what anybody says. Good announcing is crucial to the entertainment of the show. I don't care. Fuck you guys. It's important to me. You might like Michael Cole, but I sure as hell don't. I hate that motherfucker, and I've done plenty of videos on it and mentioned it plenty of times on how that guy fucking ruins the show for me. Anyway, yeah, fuck this fucking bullshit. I'm sick of their fucking dumb shit, blaming talent for stuff that they're responsible for. They're the ones in control of the show. Wrestling is predetermined. It's fake. It's a written fucking show. It's like a fucking movie. They're in control of it. This is like if you blamed Mark Wahlberg for his shitty performance in Age of Extinction, the last Transformers movie. It's not his fault. It's fucking Michael Bay's fault for writing a shit-ass fucking movie. It's not his fault he got casted into a dumbass fucking movie. Well, it's his fault for accepting a Michael Bay movie project. But anyway, that's besides the point. You can't blame a good actor for a movie with a bad script, and you can't blame a wrestler for, you know, making a wrestling show bad when they're given a shit ass script to work with. Wrestling is scripted. They're given a script. If they're not given a good script to work with, it's gonna suck and their performances are gonna suffer. Some of them could get by having good matches, but as I explained many times, the WWE is about way more, and what counts for them getting good ratings is way more than good matches. You want to have good matches. Good matches are important, but you need good stories and good storytelling to get up to the match. That's how people are going to care. That's what's going to make people fucking watch it. Don't care. Doesn't matter what you think, what your opinion is. That is proven fucking shit. You need proof? Look at the fucking ratings. Look at the different type of storytelling they did when they actually did storytelling, because there ain't no fucking storytelling anymore. Alright, motherfuckers, I'm fucking sick of talking already. Fucking blowing out my fucking voice box, my fucking lungs, screaming to the fucking heavens about WWE and these frustrations and shit. Alright, motherfuckers.